And welcome back to Bay 1. Yes, it feels like I haven't really done anything for a few days, which is actually pretty much true. I've been just busy, so it's been hard to find time to do anything Robocraft related. And just trying to catch up really on all of the news, etc. that's been going around. So, announcements and stuff like that, and I'm really behind. So yeah, unfortunately that's what comes with having to do social things. Um, anyway, where am I? Oh yeah, the last stream which I did I think for a short while on Sunday would have been this little creation which you've probably seen before. It's a T6 heli bomber with some redundancy in terms of movement by using these little T2 thrusters, some other T4 thrusters, the main forward thruster array, which is these T6 thrusters here, and a couple of T4s as well. But yeah, it's a fun little craft to buzz around in, and I thought I did pretty well considering. Let's just hold on a sec. I need to check the stream health, make sure it's actually broadcasting out and stuff like that. It's going to be frozen a bit on screen while I'm doing that. I also need to check the news and stuff like that, make sure there's nothing I'm really missing. There's a couple of Twitter feeds from developers and stuff like that. And let's find out why the live feed is not updating on Twitch. Come on, I know there's been a password reset stuff going around on Twitch where you had to reset your stream key and things. So I need to make sure it's actually transmitting correctly. And okay, that looks to be working now. It was just restored for some reason. Yeah. Stuff's crazy. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to start out with some just play on this design. And we'll see where it goes. Also need to remember to get onto TeamSpeak at some point. But anyway, yeah, this is the... I haven't got a name for this yet. What do I call it? A waffle bomber? Waffle copter? Yes, I'm going to call it the waffle copter. Because it kind of looks waffly, and it's a helicopter. So waffle copter it is. And I'm probably going to suck in my first few games as well. And just make sure my mouse sensitivity is set correctly. I keep hitting weird buttons. Okay, we're good.
Plasmacopter spotted.
Way too high. Ah, God. Can't pilot to save my life. Not the most successful shots. Ah, where am I getting shot by rails? Oh, no. Not the best game by a far away.
Plasma bomber spotted.
Or by a long way, by a far way. What kind of language is that? So for anyone that is watching, I want to do a series or something like a 30-minute challenge request type thingy where you give me a concept or a design or something and I have to try and complete it in 30 minutes, or even a challenge where, you know, I have to destroy X flyers or something like that. I don't know. It's I was gonna post something on Reddit and I completely forgot about it. But yeah, I'd be interested in doing that because I think it'd be fun. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, if anyone's got any kind of challenges or whatnot, post it in the Twitch chat or post it in the YouTube chat after this video. Obviously it'd be more fun if it was live, responding directly to someone's request at that moment, or even if it's just to show something. I don't know. And Crazy Kid, yeah, he's just got a railgun on a spire, so no problem with that. Old design. Yeah, I think it'd be a way to mix things up a little bit at least. Anyway. Oh, missed.
Plasma bomber spotted.
Losing altitude. Come on, medic.
Bomber spotted.
Yeah, I think our team have this one wrapped up nicely.
Tank spotted.
One remaining enemy. Question is, where is he? No idea. Alright, let's get down for the medics to heal me. Get them their RP. There's still some weird stuff with things not repairing correctly and not being able to turn as you're supposed to. And let's check the Twitch chat. We've got Knuckle2, how you doing? Are you not responsive to the chat? Yes, I am responsive to the chat, I just don't see it all the time. I have to turn my head about 90 degrees to see that screen. Yeah, so I do pay attention to the chat. It's just you don't expect an immediate response if I'm in the middle of the game or anything like that, because it's a separate machine that I monitor the stream on. Alright, it looks like we've got a rank battle here, and I'm probably going to do a couple of more games on this and then switch to something else. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, if you've got... Oh, thank you, Knuckle. And don't forget to follow the YouTube channel as well, which is Robocraft Bay01 on YouTube. Because all of the stream content gets synchronized to there, and so if you miss anything you'll be able to see, basically you've got over a year's worth of videos on there to go through. And I don't know why you're apologising, no need. 90 degrees, yeah, thanks. And oh night fellow, welcome to the stream. I don't have any of that fancy announcy type stuff, welcoming people that are streaming, following, all that kind of stuff, so if you tell me in chat then I'll do a manual shout out, but I don't like all of that stuff cluttering up the screen. That's just a personal choice.
Interceptor spotted.
Ah, missed.
Plasma drone spotted.
Ah, you're down here somewhere, are you?
Medic hovers. SMG tank spotted. SMG tank spotted. Medic hovers. Plasma drone spotted. Medic cruiser spotted. Medic copter spotted.
Come on. Trying to use cover here as much as possible. That was a bad shot.
Medic copter spotted. SMG tank spotted. Medic copter spotted.
Ah, where am I getting shot from? Not good. I'm out of... Fuck, screw it. Scrap.
Medic hovers.
No, 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 no. Come on.
Medic copter.
Come on. You can do this. You can do this. You built these thrusters on here for a reason. Come on. Ah, and it wasn't to go underneath the ice. Well, now I am screwed. Oh, what's going on here? Come on. What is this? Well... looks like I'm just stuck at the moment.
SMG tank spotted.
Our team might still win this though. No. Anyway, so who's talked? Knuckle2, can we possibly play and chat on TeamSpeak this weekend? Maybe. My Robocraft name is Lizard Slurp and my TeamSpeak is also Lizard Slurp, so if you could possibly put down the TeamSpeak IP if you have a server lol stuck, at least you will not be shot at. And that's from, oh, that was Knuckle2 is the first one, and Oh Night Fallow, at least I will not be shot up yet. But no point holding up the match just for getting stuck. I'm putting the TeamSpeak server information in the chat, which is mk001.dynds.org/11, and it's the cookie jar TS. Same as you'll find in the whatever it is, the thingy server, the Reddit information. So let's bring up the chatty type stuff. I'm just logging into TeamSpeak here, going to be in the default lobby room. At the moment we've got Lord Bow and system error message, they're both in there, and so there's some other people on TeamSpeak as well. But that's the main one everyone uses. And Fusion Falcon, hello and welcome to the stream. And anyone's welcome to join that server. You'll probably start out with no cookies and eventually end up with lots of them. But anyway, was I going to do another game with this part? Yeah, I was, and then I was going to switch to something else. Yes, Knuckle, it is in my info. He said, oh, it's in your info. Yep. The other TeamSpeak server that's mentioned in there isn't really used much, so it's definitely the one that begins with MK001, which is the one to use. I may actually alias a subdomain for my channel name to it, something like ts. Robocraftbase01.com, or that'll make it easier for people to remember. Here we go. So we've already got plasma in the air.
SMG hovers.
Where's our medics? We've got medics down this way.
Plasma copter spotted. Rail tanks.
Ah man, I've lost my blades already. Sucks. Come on. That's better. You left me alive, fools. And this is how you die.
Plasma bomber spotted.
Gotcha. Alright. This isn't a bad game to go out on at all. Even though my control thrusters are shot because they don't repair properly. Anyway, I'm good. That was a pretty good game. Last game for that one. So let's switch to something different. Don't have anything in Bay 25. Yeah, I'm gonna run a game with this until I get a ×2 at least. And I probably need to make a sub-channel in the Robocraft lobby on the TeamSpeak server for my stream, in case anyone wants to come in the chat. A TX switch. Interesting design. Let's see if we can get close and take a look. How many guns? He's got 7 guns on that, or is it 8? He might have 8 guns. Okay. Alright, so as I crash into everyone. Right, so let's see. Our bot's going right over the middle. So that's either a good or a bad thing, we'll see. Come on. Ooh, we got SMG going right up front very early on. He's dead already. Okay. Let's get in there and get the repairs out. Keep him repaired up in advance. And this is where there we go. Alright, got the megabots there to sneak around behind. We've done some damage though. Okay. Let's follow around here and see if we can help. They're getting mauled. Megabot down. Finish it. There we go. Medic's not supposed to get 2 kills like that. And I can't do anything about their flyer. Other than try and keep our Megabot healed so you can take them out. Yeah, that's it. Good job. My highest here is a TX. I've got 25 bays. I think I've got 2 megabots at the moment. 5 or 6 T10s and a bunch of everything else. And if you want to know, this is like the number of blocks I've got. Loads of stuff just left over here. I'm earning enough RP to build yet another megabot, so we'll get there eventually. But a quick preview of all of my bays, because I haven't done this for a while. So in bay 1, this is like a mini sled. It's a T5 little midi sled. It's a fun little hover sled type thing. It's fun to play with. We got the tier 9 turtle, which this actually started out as a tier 7 design and I've been upgrading it slowly. But yeah, it's a plasma turtle. It's got loads of additional thrusters on it because they keep changing the game dynamics and I've had to dump stuff on it just to keep it viable. This is a tier 10. This is a multi-role vehicle. I can either have plasma, nanos or SMGs on this. I can't fit rails, but it's a pretty decent hovercraft. We've got this, which is another tier 8 hovercraft, which I'm in the process of actually blowing this thing up. I'm not happy. I mean, it was a good design, but I think there's other things I can do with it that are going to be more fun. So yeah, that's been retired. Although it does demonstrate some construction concepts, like I was adding on some additional shielding underneath. Actually, let's load this a second, so we can actually take a closer look. So you basically you've got the 2 rows of hover blades on the top here, and underneath you've got thrusters that go underneath the hover blades, and the ways you can mount those on are various, but yeah. Anyway, so the next bay we got the pirate ship, which is called the Block Pearl. So it doesn't quite work like it used to because again they changed the game physics. It might actually work a little bit better now that they've supposedly fixed rudders, but we'll see. This is my 4th Megabot design, technically. And this is the mini Megabot, which has a total of 11 guns on it, I think, at last count. But the entire thing is designed to fit into a standard bay, so you don't need a mega bay to construct this. You can actually fit the entire design into a standard bay, but it weighs in at 3,000 cubes. I've still got another 600 that can go on there, so it's not finished yet. But this is the fly. I'll probably play that next. It's a little tier 3 fly design. This is a tier 8. This was done for the 450 CPU challenge, so it literally only has 450 CPU with a tier 8 railbot gunbot. It's pretty fun to run around with. This is another 450 CPU challenge. It's a tier 7 ground plasma thingy. Again, it's fun to drive around with pretty fast. We got a this is a mosquito flyer. Now mosquito refers to having the wings at the back, and the actual control system is the forward thrusters and the up and down thrusters, so it's a minimalist wing flyer. We've got this Bay 11, this is the Dragon, which this does fly, and I still use it. I've upgraded it to use 4 SMGs on it now. It's not the strongest spot, and I'm still working on upgrading all of the blocks on this to tier 9 blocks, even though when that's complete it'll be a tier 10 design. In Bay 12 we got the Crab, which this is a pretty fun one to play around with as well. You can see where it's got the lights behind the eyes, so it's got lighting, it's plasma. You can put nanos and other weapons on that as well. This is another 450 CPU design. This was a 450 CPU flyer for tier 5. And the reason for 450 CPU is because that's what everyone starts out with, so it's always a challenge to build these kind of things. It's got 6 plasma guns. This is my Mark II Megabot, so this bay had one before it. This is the 2nd ever Megabot design I did, which is still pretty effective. It features 8 guns, lots of electroplate, but it's fast and pretty resilient. I mean, there's still some stuff I could do to optimize it, and technically it's not complete because you can see these red blocks in there, but it works. And then we got this, which is... what is this thing? Oh, I stripped some stuff off this. This was another 450 CPU challenge bot. Or hovercraft. This is me messing around with aeroblade, helicopter blades, whatever we call them, rotor blades. I like this. Yeah. This is just trying to see how the blades stack and stuff. It's got 5 on it. with plasmas below, and all of this is supposed to be shielding for those, but to be honest my other rotor design works better. This is a tier 2 tank, which pretty much anyone could potentially build this design. It's got weighting on the bottom, and it's just a basic Triforce tier 2 tank. This is a tier 1 sled, which this is actually as fun as hell to use. It's just uses thrusters, has some SMGs on the top, yeah, it's doesn't matter about the glass armor because you've got white blocks mostly at tier 1 anyway. This is my SMG gun bed, as you call it. Gun bed just means it's more or less a flat design with lots of SMGs on it. And then usually they refer to ground tanks, but yeah. Then we've got this, which is my bubble tank. This is a tier 3 tank, treaded tank design. It's got ridiculous numbers of cosmetics on it. It's literally there for advertising, to be honest. It's got 7 plasma. It's got 1 inside here, which won't fire until the outer shell gets destroyed. But the entire concept of this was that you would need to, it was what you can do to protect against plasma. So all of these various things are there to absorb plasma shots, so you lose the outer shell and you still have stuff left. B21, this is my tier 10. It's an evolution of that tier 8 450 CPU challenge taken to the extreme and max CPU. And yeah, so that's a tier 8 railgun. It's pretty fun to use. This is the helicopter which you were just looking at. It's my tier 6. I'm calling it the wafflecopter. You know, if you get it, rufflecopter, wafflecopter, yeah. It looks kind of like a waffle. I need a medic, the potato or the impious class hovercraft, which this was actually a request from one of my viewers, and someone also played with on thingy, and an empty bay. So anyway, any votes on what I should use? I think I'm going to use the fly, which I need to re-engineer this design because it was built so long ago and the game physics have changed so much that it doesn't work too well these days. What bay was it? There we go, bay 7. Yeah, it's just, it needs to be rebuilt, but it's still pretty cool, so let's go and play on this. So, any questions? Or are there any of those designs that you'd actually like to see in action? Yeah, sorry, my constant stream of diatribe has stopped. If only I could make the fly actually fly. I did consider that a while back and it just wasn't viable. Or a tier 10 version of the fly as well. People are like, oh my god, kill the fly.
User entered your channel. User left your channel.
Hi everyone!
Yeah, it's as unstable as crap.
SMG hunters.
Yeah. So, not using that. Isn't there a cap on how many SMG you can put on and the firing rate? There is no cap on the number of weapons you can actually put on a ship outside of the CPU. So if you can fit it on there, you can put it on there. The cap is on the number of effective weapons, and I'll try and explain how this actually works. So let me actually go to this one. This is a good example. So on this, the maximum number of weapons of any weapon that can fire at a time are 6. So the way the game tries to do this, we'll try to fire from left to right, and stuff like that, and prioritize those guns, which also led to a bug which has subsequently been fixed called dominant SMG, where you had like one high tier SMG here and a few lower tiers on this side, and the high tier one would just have a ridiculously high fire rate. But thankfully FreeJam fixed that issue. But anyway, so only 6 of these guns can fire at a time, but they're also actually relatively weak. They get destroyed very easily, and which means that you need redundancy. And certainly for guns like this, if you've got plasma or something, they're going to strip most of these guns off very quickly, so you need to make sure that you can always maintain your optimum fire rate. If you drop down below 6 guns, you're dealing less than your optimal damage, so that's a big argument for having more guns than you actually need on any designs, especially for SMGs. With plasma, you actually get an increase in fire rate the more plasma you lose. So 1 plasma will recharge a lot faster than having a full 6 plasma guns. Nanos are basically the only exception where there is no difference between where there's no point in having less than the maximum. I mean, you just cripple yourself too much if you do that. And railguns, there's an argument as to whether you want to wait for the charge time on railguns, but again, with those you want to have 6 or as close to 6 as possible, given the space requirements. But yeah, so yeah, that's why you have lots and lots of SMGs on there. It's not that they can all fire, it's just that you're going to lose guns, and it's a matter of keeping as many guns active as a time. And I'm going to give a run on this bot now, because I haven't played it for a little while. And you'll probably see what happens in combat where the guns get taken off and all that kind of fun stuff. Yes, silence again. What kind of craft is that? It's Robocraft. We've got a weak megabot. Given the bars there are relatively weak, you can hit those in 1 plasma shot and they'll just evaporate. So you got 1, 2, 3, 8 guns, but still. Oh, and this also has some thrusters underneath, and those are actually for control on ice, which they do help. It means I can go across the ice fields whereas other players can't. And okay, we've got a combine harvester, which is the one with the multiple Teslas on the front. And these are just, yep, relatively standard bot designs. So we've got enemies coming up over the ridge there. We're probably going to get pigeonholed in the valley unless we have some people actually go up here, so that's going to be part of my job, is to at least try and put a token defense up. And if I can see, it's pulse in your fire gives the most effect, otherwise your accuracy goes way off. So let's pull back around here. I'm gonna get away from all the healing and see if we can actually get underneath these lot. There we go, got some there. So you want to... What was that? Is that a flyer or something? Where was I getting shot from? Alright, let's go and help this dude out. Your robot is mine. and oh damn it, Megabot got destroyed by it, but bugger, that was a bad game. Man, I could have wiped him out in a few shots if I'd have got on the side as well. He's got no defense on the sides. That sucks. And Knuckle 2, with regards to your question, we might be able to, it depends. I can't, it's one of the problems I've got with doing the streams and this whole channel stuff is that I can't run on a set schedule as much as I try. Invariably stuff comes up, so I try to make myself available as much as I can, but I can't make any promises. So we'll see is about the only answer I can give. I'm just going to do some more weight stuff on the back here because I've got these blocks here which can be changed out. And are we on the edge of... yeah, I can't use mirror mode at the moment without moving the line. Actually, I'm going to invert those like that. Ooh, sorry about that. And for those that need to know, mirror mode is activated by pressing X. It means that you then have this line that runs across the bay, which will duplicate the blocks on either side, and it's very intelligent, so it'll also do the same thing with electroplates, etc. Problem being, this line is in the middle of the bay, and if you've got bots that are in the corners here, it doesn't help you much. So you can move your bots using the arrow keys, which from the front everything's working in reverse. And so like that, and it doesn't necessarily save position, that's a down point. And you can also move them up and down using the period and the comma keys. And you can also move that line using the square bracket keys, so next to O and P, those two keys, and it means you can move the line over, which is useful if you want to make uneven builds or asymmetrical builds and stuff like that, or if you're trying to make a bit on the side that you want duplicated. So yeah, basic controls in case you don't know. If you need to buy quantities of 10 of something from the shop, you just press control and press the number that you want. So if I go to the depot here, I need to buy more of these anyway. You just hold control and keep pressing 10, or pressing that, and yeah, you'll just keep buying quantities of 10. And I've just wasted $1 million on buying a load more prisms when I'm supposed to be saving for a megabot, whatever. So yeah, one more game on this bot, or at least until I get the ×2 bonus. And then we'll go for the next one. Yeah, I don't know, Knuckle. I can't make any
User entered your channel.
promises on that.
User left your channel.
Actually, 3.5 hours would probably be a no-go, because too many things. Seriously, did I just get stuck? What the hell?
Plasma drone spotted.
That shouldn't happen. I had wheels on the ground. That's some bullshit.
Plasma bomber spotted.
Need to work on taking out those dudes, and they're going to be going for the cap as well. We've got some people going around the bottom.
SMG cruisers.
And that's their megabot.
Plasma drone spotted.
And let's not get... oh, that's a combine. Yeah, run away from those. And I'm dead. I was isolated. Deserve that death. Okay, yeah, so this will demonstrate the use of having those thrusters underneath this design. Because I can actually go across the ice on this. Although, yeah, ice will probably work better. Here we go. Still sucks with going up small inclines because I'm not sure what they did with wheels, but some things just don't work so well. But yeah. Ah! Come on. Here we go. And now it means that I can swing my rear around and hopefully go around behind the enemy. No! Yeah, deserve that death. Whatever. Not having a successful game. Alright, one more try with this, and then we'll switch to something else. Any requests, if you've seen the bays, anything you want to see actually in action, feel free to post. And don't forget that if you are watching the stream, you can also join the TeamSpeak so you can talk directly. Server address is mk001.dyn.dns.org :11111. It should be listed below the channel info here. Right, so which way is our team going to go? And do we even have a megabot? Ah, maybe not. That's a rarity. Interesting. Everyone runs around like headless chickens now because they can't work out what to do. So it looks like everyone's going that route. I'm going to go across the ice. So that's just how I roll. It's fun doing this with a megabot as well. People don't expect megabots to run across ice. I prefer the inbuilt rectifier. The flipper was a pain. The new form of rectifier gives you a much greater deal of control in terms of getting out of stuck situations. There's really no comparison, to be honest. Alright, come on. We're going to lose this game because we've already... Well, we might lose this game because we've already lost some people early on. Need to see what we can do to get to the people that are stuck in the cave there.
SMG copter spotted.
Probably try and charge through.
Medic cover spotted.
Man, I'm spending this entire game just running around the map and not doing anything.
Plasma copter spotted. SMG cover spotted.
User entered your channel.
There we go, we've got people down there. Let's take them on.
User left your channel.
I'm screwed. Yep, dead. Oh well. You thought the flipper was fun. Yeah, I don't know. There is a negative about being stuck, well, being exposed and not being able to shoot back while trying to rectify, but big deal. So what am I going to play next? Let's see, what haven't I used for a while? Actually, yeah, let's go back for that little T1. Where was it? That one. Let's correct the positioning in the bay first. And the game does definitely not like moving around lots and lots of glass. I actually made a 6,000 block glass megabot and you basically couldn't load up the game with it. It took a minute and a half for the game to load in, and by the time I got into games there were about 3 players left on each team because they all thought that the game had crashed, so not the best design to do. Come on game, hurry up. There we go. Oh man, 2 platoons. Let's see how well I do on this game. You can see my little pilot in the middle there. And the control thrusters are actually at the back, so the rest of it, this is all forward thrusters. And it is weighted, so hopefully it doesn't flip. Although if the nose gets too high, it will do with spinny things in air, as I will show you here. So, whee, like that. Anyway. He's got lights all on his. Come on. And of course I need to remember there's no medics in tier 1, so in some ways I have to do a lot more defensive play. And I died because I sat there. Let's run again. And this is definitely not a troll bot. I designed it specifically so it's not to troll. So it's not using anything over tiered. The weapons are tier 2 weapons, which you can buy using tier 1 RP, or TP. So yeah, it's a fully tier 1 design. Anyone could actually build this. Minus the little vapor trails, of course. But yeah, I don't believe in going and really trolling lower tiers like that. It's just not fun for them when you get one hit because someone's bringing in tier 3 guns or stuff like that. It's too easy. Make the game a challenge. Anyway, maybe it'll work this time round. Oh, and that's the other benefit, being able to climb up cliffs like that. Although now I'm stuck in upside down mode, means I have to find a way either to flip myself, like that, or I just keep going around upside down. I'd rather flip myself because, yeah. I don't want to use a rectifier. That's against my principles on this design. Come on. There we go. People are dying. No, what is this? Don't forget to spot. Spot is Q. So if you see an enemy and you don't see a name tag, press Q. Sucks to be that dude. And now let's go back and defend the base, because we're getting destroyed at the base, and this is going to have a little bit of trouble going over the bridge. They changed something on the bridge physics, which means my turning doesn't work as it's supposed to and I get stuck. So I'm going to have to actually use the rectifiery thingy to go into the valley. There we go. And defend. Ugh. Where do all the enemies go? No! What's happening? Where is everyone? Let's not go over the bridge again because I don't want to get stuck. Let's jump off the cliff instead. Robot is way too fun to use. I should actually be doing productive stuff instead of screwing around trying to do stunts. Man, we're getting capped again. We've won anyway. Who cares? What's my favourite weapon type? That's Oh Nightfall. Is your name just supposed to be Nightfall and you couldn't have that, so you stuck an L on each end? So I'll just call you Nightfall instead. What's my favourite weapon type? I have to admit, No, I was going to say nanos. Tesla, actually. Tesla are insane fun when you've got nanos and Teslas and you're running around as a pair of people with the same kind of type of design. It's just unbeatable as a combination. Alright. One more game with this design and then I'll switch to something else. Yeah, so in fair enough, yeah, Teslas are my favourite weapon type. I just don't get to use them all the time. This is where I'm going to get shredded by running through the center of the enemy. Look at my team all the way back there. And
SMG clear.
boom.
SMG clears.
Whee! Yeah, deserve that death. Anyway, let's switch to something else. I guess if I was to try and play more seriously, I might do better with that design. Yeah, let's use my bubble tank. My ridiculously slow tier 3 bubble tank, which is around here somewhere. Here we go. All of the special stuff galore. Any cosmetics I can put on here? Yeah, let's put some flags on here as well, if it won't put me over tier. Nope, I can have flags, yay. There we go, got flags. Anything else I can put on here? Can I put a helmet on the front? Nope, no fixing spaces for helmets. Boo. Well, yeah, anyway. Let's just battle with this thing. And of course it's a bubble tank against a platoon. What could possibly go wrong with this? Down to 3 viewers, boo. Okay, yeah, anyway, bubble tank. Basically it's got 4 T3 tank treads. It's nigh on impossible to flip unless I do really dumb stuff and fall off things. I can climb up some pretty steep hills with it, supposedly. Come on. Now I'm looking like an idiot because I can't climb up one simple hill. There we go. Ugh. And taken out by rails, which is not surprising because it's not designed to defend against rails.
User entered your channel.
Back to battle. So yeah, these are actually a bunch of trash designs. Don't really use them that much. They were built more for fun than anything else.
User joined your channel.
Hey there.
We beat a guy in a match today, and
Okay.
he got so pissed off he had to come to the TeamSpeak channel and call us trash.
What? Like some random guy?
Knuckle 2, I have
No,
25
guy
garage
hadn't run into
slots.
us before. I don't think you remembered that though. The guy's name is Angelic Beats. He's just an asshole. I mean, it's really, it's all I can say. He's just an asshole, and we beat him in a game. It's just me and Uba Jack and Biscuit and who else was it? Just playing Teslas, right? He's like, yeah, you guys are trash, trash on trash. You know, our team is trash, and that's the only reason why you want to queue again. You want to queue together? I'm like, well,
Plasma
no.
bomber spotted.
Sounds very much like Angelic.
Oh, totally. Like, the first time he opened his mouth, a guy asked what a thruster stick was, and he's like, he was like, something like, you're a stupid idiot, or just fuck you. Don't answer that question. It's something stupid. I'm like, wow, you're kind of a douchebag. You know, it's an irrelevant question. What a thruster stick is, it's, you know, not everybody knows. It was kind of funny because as soon as I saw him in the game, it's like, oh, it's that guy, beat that guy. And right after we won, he showed up on our channel and started trash talking. I even restrained myself. I didn't even get into a fight with him. But anyway.
Wanna platoon up?
Yeah, I do. What are you playing?
What? Whatever.
I want to build some. I want to get some more buildings done.
Okay.
This hover is frustrating me. This guy, he's got an amazing build, but his build video is terrible. I'm trying to figure it out. It's like he's inside underneath the plates. Oh, Tristan, I've got a SMG hover you would probably really like that I never built. I just have a couple pictures of it. Let me see. I've made a post on a forum asking for ideas on making an SMG hover, and this guy showed me this really pretty. All I can say it's a really pretty little sleek electroplate hover, SMG hover.
Yeah, I've been too happy with the Pursuer. It has some flaws.
It's tough. Like I mean, it's slow.
It takes a beating, but it's slow. I mean, it has its weak points. Any underside shot because the pilot seat's exposed.
Well, the pilot seat's not. I mean, he did Triforce it, right? You only have so many. Like, you know, he Triforce it underneath, right? So you have to get a direct shot on the cube it's sitting on. I mean, you really can't make it any better without
No guns
adding a
left.
ton more blocks to the build.
Plasma jewels of
The heavy
history.
hovers, they don't work like they used to. Like, they used to be more nimble, and then they changed the physics for hovers, and now they're much less nimble.
And you lose. But it was a fun game.
Well, I made some changes
Maybe
to
to
the,
make rotor blades much more nimble compared to hovers.
Yeah, I mean, just I guess one of the reasons. I mean, besides the SMG nerf, one of the reasons why the Armageddon, you still see them around. You still see Armageddon.
Time-
Armageddon
yeah, it's 10:13 over here.
Not nearly that off. Well, I mean, now it's mostly plasma since the plasma changed. But
Well, my build always built with the Armageddon with SMGs.
sorry.
As in my build, which is a few months old, always beat the Armageddons with SMGs.
Ah,
Do you still
let's
play?
roll with a Megabot.
Yes, but
Here
the
we go.
firing arcs and the Armageddon.
Right. See, the
And
Pursuer
yeah,
is a
this
bit-
is the
a bit
Megabot
different.
Mark II.
Pursuer, I would say, probably is least as durable as an Armageddon. It's a bit
Well,
more
the thing is that
stylized.
Armageddon only has full firing arcs forward. Whereas my build has full firing arcs forwards and multiple firing arcs in all directions.
Okay. How do you do it in all directions? If you're on those wedges.
If you're an Armageddon,
guess-
you cannot have it in all directions.
And
Are
the
you saying you
Pursuer
can fire
can't.
all directions?
It's designed the Armageddon doesn't allow it.
The standard Armageddon doesn't allow it. Okay. Yeah, I can, but I mean, the top and the bottom can. Well, no, I
My
guess you
design
can't fire.
is actually on Robocraft, but it's impossible to build.
Okay, can you send me a link?
I'll get you a link.
User
Okay, did
entered
you
your
seen
channel.
Broom's Tesla, Tristan?
Yes.
I want to say no.
Okay, he just made one called the coil drive or something because it
Yeah, I
looks
see
like
that already.
the coil drive from Iron Man. I thought, yeah, I'll take a look and build it. He says it's a hover thruster stick. It's got no shields on it, eh? It's just like a circle of Tesla blades. He
Yeah,
says
I've
it's
seen it.
reasonably
Oh, I
tough.
think I
It's
did
made
see
out of-
that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's got 4 nanos on it, and he said it can fly like a thruster stick, and it's actually got a hover as well. I'm like, well, I said, well, it's kind of squishy, isn't it? But I guess they're all pretty squishy.
Oh, there it is. It beats the Armageddon. It's got better speed. It's got better firepower.
User
Terms of
left your
fighting
channel.
It doesn't have
Use
to.
T7 plates just for the thruster.
Well, it's the design. I mean, it's make it look nice, but the design itself is very complex.
Right. So I'll show you. Like we have a we both built a Pursuer, which I like because it was a bit different. So this is a bit. I mean, those arms, they blow off quickly. Those arms, don't they? Like
True,
those
but
arms.
right now I'm using 9 guns.
Only 9.
Yeah, besides it's very complex. When it comes to
Wait a
weapon
minute.
fighting, it's always
You only have 9 guns on it.
yeah, you do.
See, Pursuer has 14.
Yeah. Because the further fight your guns are, the harder they are to shoot off any fighting element. If you start your guns together, the first volley guns.
Well,
The
not if
Pursuer,
they're on different planes. If they're on different planes, see, plasma it works on the horizontal plane. If your guns are not at the same level, if they're not on the same plane, they don't get blown off. Pursuer, not as many. They're
Every gun on a Pursuer's gun overload.
Also, my boss, my weapon is a real like he +1. Just an effective gun.
You can put. I've never tried to put plasma on. You could probably put plasma on everywhere except the sides.
Exactly, I can put the number of plasma.
I see you don't have any guns on the side.
Yeah, that's why not. This way, you have the at least half 5 hours. It's not fun inside like down so you get to shoot backwards. And unlike other groups, you run doing then
And this is why I can't use zoom mode at the moment, because zoom mode will mean I can't actually shoot all of these people.
also then
Here we go.
Hey Tristan, you're probably not going to I'll send you this video that I found on the site first.
Okay. You just see the screen.
I can watch
take
that.
gameplay video, so you probably download it. It's a very, like you see those flying star boxes, maybe not interested in one of those, but it's the best one I've seen. Like it's.
And you take out their healers, concentrate on that.
I've never seen one like this in game because it's like it's hard to build. And probably he's not very good at when he's building it. I can't tell where. What other building part of the thing. I've managed to figure out about everything else, but I figured out like the first. No, he didn't. He's like inside.
Destruction.
Like one of those complicated builds where he doesn't. He's not designed
I mean, we could have
It's
charged in there and done that damage a
he'll
lot more
build and then he'll
quickly,
change it, right? Like,
but no.
right, you'll build and then you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
it's not like this, it's like this.
But it's all about
Like I said,
slow and
he's not
steady.
very- he's got a, it's a very good build, but it's not a very good video. And I'm trying to... Yeah.
And look at the screenshots. I changed the plasma drone. I kind of like broke the gun mounts off with the prisms.
Alright, so
So if I
618k.
get a plasma shot on my gun,
Let's print screen that
it
one.
didn't,
That wasn't a bad game.
It doesn't travel. Okay.
User
but it's
Um,
turned so it's
how's
good times too.
maintains the thruster mounting. The
Let's
plate,
Let's go to my other
Plate,
T10 bot.
yeah, the plate keeps
Well,
on, but,
TX
you
bot,
lose
sorry.
the gun, and
The
then,
mini mega.
that's it. And the seat's actually Triforce, the only thing that connects the, like if you lose the
Here we go.
part of the seat, you know,
Yeah,
because if
Rubajack told me that the reason that particular build has a rudder bug is because, and he's got a point, like I get the rudder bug all the time with this thing. He said if you have one rudder sticking out the back, mounted up and down, that gets the rudder bug more than anything else. He said if you have a rudder left to right, and he's right, because I have had other thruster sticks with the rudder on them, didn't get the rudder bug nearly as often. So I don't know where we can move the rudder on it, but he said, you know, if you have a single rudder
User
mounted
disconnected from your
vertically,
channel.
sticking out the back tends to get the rudder bug more often. Just his hearsay, but I have noticed that I have had it a lot more on this one than on the previous one that I've been using.
I've had it 3 times out of all the games I've played with it.
I've had it lots more than that. Like, and again, you know the part where you get damage, critical damage, like getting healed up? Yeah, then I get that almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. Not all the time, but almost guaranteed.
What part are you stuck at? Like what time?
What time? Oh, show you what I've got so far in this thing, and I've got 6 hovers, and I can't tell if he added more or not. He's just adding all sorts of stuff. But I'll take a screenshot. I took the top plates off, and the yellow blocks are all where plates are mounted. I'm pretty
Take him
sure.
out. Good team.
I've got 6 of the hovers, but I think there's 8, and I can't figure out how to fit the last 2 hovers on the opposite side because it's not a symmetrical build. Just the design of it. It's an asymmetrical build, so you can have the overlapping
Plasma
plates.
bomber spotted.
But it's like
Plasma
each end
bomber
is
spotted.
kind of the same because it's like a step, but
No.
Mega bomb spotted.
There we go.
around 20 minutes. Around 20 minutes, maybe start a bit or before that, where he's just digging around inside with the lights on. He's just like zoomed in, super close. And, you know, it's one of those builds. Like, you know, sometimes you make a bot and you took it apart, you wouldn't be able to put it back together.
That's most of my builds.
Yeah, so it's like, you make it, then you change it, then you make it, then you change again, and then, yeah. So he's trying to build, like, he's got one built, and he's trying to build another one for his build video. He switches back and forth, and he keeps changing stuff as he builds it. And the gameplay video I saw, you know, gameplay, but it's just, the design itself looks good. Like, of all the one box that I've seen, this one has the most potential, and it's also quite solid. And he did Triforce, he does Triforce, a lot of Triforce, but I mean, but he just, he'll kill it from blocks, you know, undo it and do it with Triforce, right?
My mega and your mega sitting by the fire.
Yeah, November 20 minutes. And I can't figure out if he has. I figured out where some of the hovers go, but he has 8, I only have 6, and I have 4, I have like 4 on one side and 2 on the other. And I'm trying to figure out where the other 2 are supposed to go.
There we go. Good job, team. Now I'm stuck. Oh well, let's see if we can go back and defend.
This seat is still gonna.
Don't think I got enough time to get back there.
It's still connected to the rest of the frame. It's like, I guess one half of the block in front of the seat won't travel below performance. So I see.
Actually, you can. That's the.
No, defend. Get back there.
So, what are you talking about?
Channel.
The seat can transfer damage.
Can I do a mega battle? I can try doing a mega battle.
You
User
can try and make a
No.
build one.
Too slow. Everyone was too slow to go back and defend.
You'll find that even though you have
Boo.
the seat, the damage still gets you one shot regardless.
How if the blocks aren't connected? How does it? The blocks aren't connected.
Alright, I'm going to try doing a mega battle. Let me see if I can queue up for one.
They're not connected.
I'm going to use this bot. So,
I made something that was Triforce.
mega boss battle. If you're tier 6, please make sure I will try and do a countdown for the queue. Let's see. Let's see how many spaces there are.
Like tier 1, it's very different.
No, okay. It's going to be pretty much an immediate thing. I will do a countdown in the chat.
Well, it was different before.
Probably didn't make it. Oh well. Don't think that worked.
I think I've counted 6 so far at 19 minutes.
Okay. They're not.
Um,
It's not even, but.
Oh, it is you. It's Slender Dog. So, you get to have intelligence from the side.
Medic copter spotted. Medic copter spotted.
Check out this art boss, it's pretty cool. I don't think this guy, I don't know how effective he was, but it was pretty cool. I never got a really fun picture.
You should look at the second link I posted.
Plasma copter spotted.
Alright, so already stripped me down to 3 guns, because I suck, I should never have stayed there. Problem, too many flyers. Check that as mine, and it's gone.
Huh, I just realized I don't think the
He didn't go to practice, he takes it to a match.
What's that? Can you just take the video again?
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. So did you only ever see 6? I mean, there's my picture of it. Yeah.
terrible showing. I got
I mean,
one
I
kill.
stepped up and he already
That's
had a
it.
win. I guess the best
That's
way to do
atrocious.
was go back and look at when he first does picks a thruster, see how many he has, and then when he places the last one, see how many he has. Make sure he doesn't miss any.
I mean, why
Yeah,
copy
yeah.
builds? Why can't you build your own?
Available at tiers 6 to 10.
Well, you learn how to
Challenge.
build by
Better.
imitating.
Alright, let's go and grab a challenge bot and see if we can get into
I mean, how's
Is
it
tier
better?
6 to 10. And go
Why
bring the
reinvent the
medic.
game when someone's already done it?
Yeah, honestly, I play Robocraft to do the fighting, and I don't mind modifying stuff. But again, I'm not a Minecraft guy. I'm not here to reinvent the wheel.
You
I'm
don't
here
really
to
invent the build. You build
I'm
what's
here to
good for
shoot.
you.
I'm here to shoot other players. And if I like a design, I might change a bit. But you know,
You build what's good for you.
User entered your channel.
well, I like.
Well,
this
like, I
design.
made-
I had a spline box that I
Come on.
modified from another design, and I saw this and like I like this build. It looks like it's got more protected, so I want to build it.
Need one more challenger. Please don't
Figure
go.
out how to build
Please
it
don't go.
exactly.
This is
I'm
a
not-
tough
I'm
one
not
to
gonna
sync
pretend
up.
I'm
Nope.
super creative,
Not working.
original, right? I'm just here to fight mostly. I mean, the building can be kind of interesting, but you know, I'm just here about fighting. So
I
if
think
I see a better build, I'll copy it, and I'm not ashamed of copying it.
Well,
Yeah, I
one
think
thing
there's-
it's possible to copy my shape actually. To copy my battle shape.
Yeah. If I have enough, I don't want to tear apart my pursuer just yet. I like the way it looks, even if it's not the best.
I know I'm saying
Um,
it's impossible to copy my builds really.
It's impossible to copy your build. If it's on the Robocraft garage, how is it impossible to copy?
The internals.
The internals. Okay.
That's why I can upload the stuff because no one can copy the internals of mine stuff.
this isn't going to work because I need more people.
Well, I mean,
Can't fill up the
I
queue.
probably wouldn't bother building it.
Oh
then
well.
if there's
Let's
something about the
cancel that
internals
idea.
I don't know. It's like
Let's...
people got their ego up. Like, I have an original build and you just copy. Like, yeah, so.
Exactly, so this way no one can copy it, even though I upload it to the Robocraft garage.
So you just want
Tier
people,
5,
So you
here
put
we
it on
go.
the Robocraft garage just so people would praise how great your build is, but you don't want anybody to actually use it, even though you put it
Not
on
really.
the Robocraft garage.
I didn't put it on the Robocraft garage for people to play it, I just put it there just for creativity. Just for fun. And then to see how many people will attempt to copy it, that's the thing.
Whatever, man.
I mean, it's fun to see people try copying it, that's the whole point.
There's no reason not to give people designs. I mean, it improves the game overall for everyone else.
Yes. You know,
Yeah,
everybody's gonna. As far as like the people bitching about regenerator copies, I'm all for copying the regenerator, because if we have more regenerators, we have less shit fucking megas that shit up everyone else's game.
Regenerators are ridiculously weak anyway. It's you know what you're doing. You can pull them to shreds.
Yes, they're weak, but come on. We're comparing them to the like 90. Okay, not 90%. I would say about maybe at least 50% of other megas are just trash. Right?
Yeah, I would rather people copied a half decent design and
Exactly.
didn't cause their team to
And some reason,
lose.
The regenerator is dirt cheap. It's probably the best design you'll get for 22 million. Okay, it's probably the best design you can make for 22 million. And when people go into a match with a shit fucking bot and they say, "Sorry guys, my first mega," I'm like, so then make a bet. So don't play a mega until you can build a better one. I just boils my blood. Sorry guys, my first mega I just started. Like, we're supposed to forgive you for that. I'm like, you greedy bastard. Just play T10 until you can actually build one and don't shit up the rest of our games.
Rail hovers above.
Well, like back to copying builds, like I copied 2 flyers before I had enough
SMG
knowledge to
hovers
build my
above.
own. You know, like I didn't know what made a flyer good.
You
I
haven't
didn't
seen,
understand
you
what
haven't
you
seen my
need to do,
first
so-
megabot. I have first megabot, I scrapped them, but basically my first megabot got me 1,000 exact points per day.
Yeah, so maybe eventually I'll have time.
And it was not all tier 10, it was 6.
To make my own design, but right now, you know, You know, I didn't really play Robocraft. I heard about Robocraft like a year ago or more. And I'm like, well, it's like Minecraft, except with robots, right?
No.
Well, the fighting is better graphics.
But it's the fighting that interests me, right? And I don't want a shit design, and I hate it when other people on my team come in with shit designs that they think they're original. I'm like, I don't care if you're original, you suck, because your robot's bad. I don't care if you're original.
The same thing.
You're making my game miserable.
User
I'm also not gonna look down on people just because they want to come into the game with a design that's different or even a fun design, because I've done that plenty of times myself. It is amusing going into a game with
Like,
something that looks like a tree.
Did you see the link I posted about the Viking Warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I mean,
Did
you know,
see
I'm not. It's just, you know, and
I missed the
I'll
link
be
because I
happy.
saw the warrior once.
Yeah, it's in the okay. It's cool. I never got a super good stream. Like I was impressed. Like it was a pretty cool design. Like the whole axe and shield and everything. I thought that was cool. I'm glad that they're gonna have an arena for a hub for our bots in the coming up. Hopefully one of the sooner patches rather than the later one. I'm happy because I mean I think that's
Are you guys
cool.
scared then?
It's just really annoying when your Megabot is a frickin' apple tree with no guns, and you're like, well, there goes another match.
Yeah, especially at that level, then the games are a lot more competitive and people take the game more seriously. At lower tiers, then yeah, mess around. Even though
Yeah, but it's
I think,
people bring in frickin' Artbots, so really, it's mostly T10.
but you can make decent tier 10 art bots that actually are combat capable, and that's the real kudos, is people that can make those things.
For sure.
I've seen a TX art bot that's very competitive.
Right, and I know you can. I'm not saying Artbots are. I mean, there's some of the like half decent Artbot. That's great. But I mean, if it's just an Artbot, when somebody comes in with no guns, right? It's like, well, that's nice and all, but you kind of ruined everybody's game.
I have something that you cannot build it. You cannot build this though. It's tier 10, not TX.
So why can't you build this?
The vertical wheels.
Oh, you can't place wheels like that anymore?
Nope.
So,
For a short time after the release, TX wheels.
so you have a picture.
I haven't bought it. Yeah, that's no one, I mean, in that case, you can never flip maybe.
Or,
Yeah, it's a good anti-flipping mechanism. Having to build like that.
Yo, run away.
SMG user spotted.
After I've just destroyed their sniping position.
Rare tanks.
No!
And this was my first Megabot.
yeah, see, I wouldn't want to play with it ever.
You know, I won more games. I won at least 80-90% of the games I played with it.
Sure it did.
I got the Mega Garage within an hour.
Whatever.
You want a T6 battle.
The build may look crap, but it may
King
actually be fun back
Slender. Do I have you on my list?
Well, if that's just a layer of white cubes over a layer of black cubes, then maybe. But your gun stocks are stupid.
What is your game name again?
They're just, you know.
then. Not really. The guns are mounted on black cubes actually.
And
I just
what bot do I want to use
Show
for
it, but
this?
they're actually on black cubes. Carefully placed so that the black cubes don't damage them.
Are those T5 or are these T5 wolf cubes or those T8 red cubes?
T5.
Uh-huh. That's
Yeah,
a
now-
terrible design.
and I
You
want-
know that's terrible, right?
How is it terrible when I won most of the matches?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Even if you're the best player ever, you still have bad teams, and that's a bad Megabot. So, I mean, you can say you won 90% of your bots, and like, whatever. You can say whatever you want, man. But I don't believe you.
was it? Slender Dog.
Well, this I took after.
It's a bad.
There we go.
This one I took after, which is when I got the Mega Garage already. And then I scrapped the Mega Bot and built a different one.
User entered your channel.
Yeah, that looks okay. That's an okay SMG
What do you mean by
hover.
okay?
Is that a hover? Or is that a flyer? Is that a flyer?
Yeah, it's a flyer.
Looks really heavy.
It is heavy, but it's one of the best hovers, one of the best interceptors in the game.
Uh-huh.
6 kills a match.
Based objectively on what?
6
Sorry,
kills a match.
When you say something like that, it's one of the best in the game, like, sure it is.
Basically, it has, you can go in,
It's a T8.
you can fly.
Best one of the okay, so it's a T8 interceptor, so maybe it is,
It's
but I
definitely
mean, you hardly ever see any interceptors ever, let alone in the lower tiers.
Well, at one point
User
it became
left
very
your
common
channel.
to see an interceptor. But
Oh
basically,
my
you can
god,
fly,
that's a terrible
you
Mega
can
Bot.
enemy team, kill someone and fly away. You're so close-minded on designs and concepts and strategies. You may think, why electroplates when they're very armor inefficient, but when they have very good strategies embedded with them.
Okay, alright.
Like if you
Alright.
put an electroplate under your seat to protect the seat from getting
Oh well.
instantly by plasma.
Back to using something else. Actually, another game with this and then we're done. Let me just check, see what time we are on the stream. I've got another 20 minutes, I think, at most of streaming.
See the point about design. You cannot just say it all like cubes and gonna win. It doesn't work that way.
Nobody said that.
I know, but have you seen the descriptions on clans? You're like, oh, you have to be a full CPU or
User left your
you have to be
channel.
tier 10 player already. I mean, full CPU, full tier 10 cube stuff. And you don't need the full CPU, to make a very overpowering bot.
Yeah, there's arguments against not using your full CPU.
For why? What are those arguments? I'm not saying, I'm just curious.
Lightweight and quick.
Okay. But I mean, if you could fit an electroplate on there, you would.
This
No.
one this is tier 6 and it uses 1300 CPU. Only 5 tier 6. And yet it's one of the most overpowering builds in tier 6. You just go towards the enemy, you don't need strategy, and you just end up beating them.
Well, one of the reasons it's overpowering in tier 6 is because the number of amount of CPU you're using on it.
Helicopter spotted.
You're over what a lot of other tier 6s are capable of
Oh,
pulling.
1400 CPU in tier 6? That's just a down tiering monster. It's like, well,
That's the old one. After the update, it's going to use 1000 CPU because minus the rectifiers.
Plasma
He had a lot
bomber
of rectifiers.
same argument applies though. You're going up against guys who have like 800 CPU.
Going up against 3 people with 100 CPU at a time, winning against them.
You want a cookie?
Plasma bomber spotted. Medic copter spotted.
I mean, I spent whole teams using it. I mean, it's not that you can beat the whole team with it, but because every time you use up, you just run off the medic hide
User left your
somewhere
channel.
else, stuff like this.
SMG hover spotted.
Me.
Rail tank spotted. Medic copter spotted.
But this is one of the funny jokes. One of the best ones.
Medic
Come
flyer
on.
spotted. Plasma bomber spotted.
Oh crap, 5 kills? Seriously? This build's not that broken.
Helicopter spotted.
Mind you, I've got lots of healers, so that does kind of put the odds in my favour, because Tesla is ridiculously OP, or OP if you can get it repaired, at tier 6 or 5. There you go. Game over. 6 kills. Do I have anything against thrust sticks? Yes. I mean, thruster sticks are a lot better now that they fix a lot of the warping issues that they were using, because they were using mutable warp drives. They're cheap designs, and to be honest, I mean, if you're going to use it, but learn to play the game. There's a particular meta game that evolves around thruster sticks, and it's just not one that, I mean, they're just kind of cheesy. That's my main issue with them. Oh yeah, of course I built this one for the 450 CPU challenge as well. Huh. Never finished that, never built a tier 9 or 10, I don't think.
User disconnected from your channel.
No, I didn't build this because you can't have Teslas at 450 CPU. Okay, whatever.
User left your channel.
Right, so what we need to do here is try and sneak around behind them. There's going to be a lot of people taking upfront damage. Oh great, their flyer is a rail flyer.
Medic hover spotted. SMG cruiser spotted.
Let's make sure we can get up here. I mean, my Tesla Ram can do a fair amount of damage to their smaller bots.
Hover spotted. SMG cruiser spotted. Medic hover spotted.
User left your channel.
And my trick here is going to be getting their medic.
Rail flyer spotted.
No. Boo. I tried. Another game.
Channel switched.
Yeah, I'm in
Channel
T5, I
switched.
think. There we go.
User joined your channel.
Want platoon?
Yeah, what tier?
10. That's all I got. We can't platoon as megas.
I know, it sucks.
Hey, I'm working on another one.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like the Jawa Sandcrawler from the first Star Wars. 4,000 blocks to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be solid.
Cool. Yeah, let me just
8 guns and 2 wheels.
let me just finish this game I'm in, and then I'll switch to T10.
Take your time. I'm in a platoon right now, but one of us is leaving.
Okay.
And I'm desyncing. What the fuck?
Ew.
Rail hover spotted. Plasma bomber spotted.
That's just too
Yeah,
much
me and
fun
Frank
doing
go
that.
home.
Okay.
You want me to get him to join us here?
Yeah, not here. I'll move room in a minute.
Okay. I'll wait till that kid-
Okay.
I'll let the guy leave, because he says he's going to game, he's going to bed.
Okay.
User left your channel.
Did you just die? I think he just died. No.
Interceptor spotted. Hover spotted.
Keep going. I will survive.
Spotted. Rail hover spotted. Rail cruiser spotted. Medic hover spotted.
Come on, why are you going so slow? Ah. Where's that last dude? Ah, game over. Oh well. Alright, I'm actually going to have to go AFK for a couple of minutes. I'm ending this part of the stream here, and I'll probably be back in a short while. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.